We do it every couple years just to sort of keep us in shape, you know, just sometimes we'll play like 6 gigs in one day, and it's sort of like a weird like reality show, you know, like a strange challenge. Why we do it, I don't know, but it's a great place, and it's full of surprises, and it's fun, and in a kind of a it's fun in a kind of masochistic way, I guess.
You know, this is not going to sound very rock and roll at all, but a couple years ago, I was pregnant, finally pregnant, and was terrified to fly, but I went with the Living Sisters, another band that I'm in, with Becky Stark and Inara George and Alex Lilly. So some of that combination, we were in Austin, and we got a hotel on the outskirts of the county. It seemed like, you know, totally divey hotel. And it's such a haul to get into the festival and then to leave. So Becky and I went back to the hotel. There was only one bed, and nothing weird happened. Well, this is weird though. I had injured my back somehow, and I don't know, she was in a mood, and we literally sat in that bed for about 7 hours watching Policewomen of Maricopa County, episode after episode. It was I feel like it was a bonding experience for Becky and I. We went through a lot that time.
There's been some great
food and beer at South by Southwest.
It is a long drive for a taco. No, it's South by's been great, and especially the Yep Rock parties have been at the Continental Club, which is fantastic. We've always been thankful to be a part of that, and those are just great shows, epic shows with all these other great bands, you know, and it's been so much fun to make friends that way and new fans. And it's a great club, but the experience, it's you know, it's a shit ton of people there, and you've got to swim your way through it. But there's great bands to see if you can find your way to the venues and find your way to go see them. And we've gotten some great things to come out of South by and see some great acts. So it's been really cool.
On the way down there, the night before we got to Austin, we played in Houston at a place called the Engine Room. And we didn't have anywhere to stay that night, and someone who worked there offered to put us up. And so we went to his apartment. It was about 3 in the morning, and we kind of all climb up to his third floor apartment, and it is just the most disgusting room. It's like an installation piece, for squalor. But the best part of it was he only had one rule. He was a pretty laid back guy. He had one rule, and that was if you use the toilet, you have to sit down. And so when we went in to check out the bathroom, we discovered that the reason you have to sit down is he had taken a brown corduroy Lazy Boy and gutted it, cut a hole in the seat, and placed it over his toilet, so that the only way to use the bathroom was to sit on this Lazy Boy with these brown corduroy arms, and standing up, unless you're a yogi or a ninja, requires touching those arms to stand up. So, and he was out of toilet paper. So it was a rough night. And that I always associate that with that first South by Southwest trip.
Last year at South by Southwest in 2012, I was invited to be a part of a show that took place at a crawfish boil. And we got there early in the morning before they were kind of putting all the food on, and got to see the whole process, and plus played with some really great acts. And had such a good time. Got to spend kind of the whole day there seeing great music and eating good food, and I think that's kind of what it's about. There's so many crazy times going on while you're there that finding those little times where you get to actually relax for a minute is pretty important.